21-year-old. Liz to fight on. So Thompson's opponent is Achim Grabowski from Germany, 26 years of age, a man they're calling Mr. 299 here at the Ed Fleming Lanes this weekend because he was 1 pin off the perfect score in qualifying. One of the strong German contingent here for this Australian Tenpin Cup. Robert Thompson, who must be thinking someone is on his side. And he's really got nothing to lose from here on in. Starts this match against Grabowski with a strike. And again, that pin action, bringing down the pins to get the perfect start for him.
Well, I'm sure Peter Roberts really pumped at this stage. I mean, to win that, to snatch that match in the 10th frame will do his confidence no harm at all, but he certainly has a game on his hands against Achim Grabowski. Along with the 299 game that Grabowski had here earlier this week, he has 3 perfect 300 games to his credit. Currently is averaging 209 in Europe, particularly in the Super League in Germany. Has a high 3-game series of 798.
He might be just in the groove now, though, Thompson.
Well, that was a spectacular shot. I mean, he hit that ball at the line very, very powerfully, as we can see. And the result was that all 10 pins went into the pit very convincingly. The 5-pin washing across to the left, not leaving a pin standing.
Boy, impressive opening to this game. He's a very animated chap, as we've seen earlier on in the tournament, Grabowski. What's his feelings show?
Well, with both bowlers starting with a double, the perfect score was gone. The marine power boat has left us, but I'm sure with both of these bowlers would love to produce the perfect game.
The turkey, as it's known, is gobbling here at Ed Fleming Lanes.
Absolutely. 3 strikes to open for Robert Thompson. And Grabowski needs one here to stay with him.
Tenpin stays.
And it looked like a good shot. It looked like he threw the ball well, and I'm sure he was fairly confident. But Ed Fleming Lanes has certainly been tough this week, but fair.
A different bowling ball here for the spare. Explain that.
Change balls to a hard case ball so it doesn't hook or react. Thompson now with a lot of crowd support, Peter. He is now 11 pins ahead. He's 49 in the 2nd frame. Sorry, Grabowski 49 in the 2nd. Thompson 30 in the 1st. And if Thompson strikes here, he takes the lead by 21 pins. And he does.
Well, 9 more strikes, the 300. That's, I think, the furthest thing from his thoughts at the moment.
I think the $25,000 first place check's what's on his mind, Peter, but the 300 will do to start. Grabowski needs to strike to stay with him. And again, he's changing over to that hard case ball. Peter, the lanes at Ed Fleming Lanes have been oiled 30 feet. Lanes are 60 foot long, and the oil this week has gone a good deal longer down the lane. And an easy spare for Grabowski.
And when you see the ball leave the hand, it slides for, well, just about all that 30 feet.
Sure, and the bowlers change balls to ensure that they get a straight ball reaction, although with oil they'll get that anyway. But they change balls to be sure of easy spares, single pins, 2 or 3 pins left. They change to that hard case ball to ensure the ball doesn't deflect across the lane. Can he make it 5? He sure can.
Well, he's really into copybook mould now.
Certainly.
pressure right on the German.
He must strike to stay with Thompson, or else he'll lose complete touch with this game.
Going for 6 in a row. The 21-year-old from Newcastle.
Thompson leading by 32 pins.
Looked like he might have been in a bit of trouble, but the power there, bringing in 6 strikes in succession.
Well, Thompson pleased with himself, and so he should be, because this really cleans the 10 pins up. Grabowski must strike now to stay in the game.
Really high quality match, this one. 4 strikes from Grabowski, 6 from Thompson.
Halfway to that perfect 300 game, and we've never had one on Australian television. There have been a few in the United States, but never here. And young Robert Thompson's halfway to that record.
Oh! For once, the flying pins let him down. Well, he's really become a favourite here over this weekend, Robert Thompson. Well, he trying to block out that miss he had in the opening match. 2, in fact, when he had a spare like this. Chance for Grabowski.
Grabowski strikes here, and he would have reduced the lead to 21. That's how quick it turns around, but a solid 10 pin robbing him of that 3 strikes in a row, and he's still 32 pins.
No problems.
Behind Thompson.
He turned his back on it. He knew it was on course.
And with that spare, and both bowlers sparing in the 7th frame, Robert Thompson 169 in the 6th. Achim Grabowski 137 in the 6th frame.
Just a little bit of powder on the thumb hole
to ensure the grip.
Fingertip grip that all the top bowlers employ.
He is just so confident. And that's a disastrous frame for him. This spare, Peter, is a difficult one to say the least. He needs to touch the number 3 pin to the right-hand side, slide it across the lane to take the 7 pin. A difficult spare indeed.
Oh, almost. Brave try, that one. And I think he needed it to stay in the game. Thompson looking to close it out.
Well, if Robert Thompson strikes out, he makes a possible 279, and the best that Grabowski can do now is 223. And it certainly seems that young Robert Thompson from Newcastle will advance to the next match.
That's it!
Grabowski giving himself a glimmer of hope, but the reality is that if Thompson makes this spare, he shuts him out, and he does.
Well, Grabowski, who averaged 209 in the tournament up until this match, finishing full of fight, but too late, unfortunately. It's the young Tiger from Newcastle.
Robert Thompson has a 36-pin lead, which is unbeatable, and Achim Grabowski will fill 4th place.
A nice way to leave Australia. If he could finish up with one more strike. But he'll be thinking of what could have been. He hadn't met a man in such devastating form. Grabowski's last bowl of the Australian Tenpin Cup World Series.
And that's a fine game. 221 game to Grabowski. Certainly not disgraced at all. But meeting Robert Thompson in this sort of form after he got a great break when Bradford gave him that match. A 249 game to win to Robert Thompson.